And actually, in the last year, we've been working very closely with DEFCO B3, that they have a special team working on social protection, and we are seeing how we can link. And in cases of natural disasters, it's much easier. Like we've seen in Malawi, when a country is affected by a flooding or by a drought, like is the case in Ethiopia, you can use existing social protection programs and have a scalable safety net that could be used by humanitarians to respond to the shock that people receive. But I don't know if you were in the discussion, but it's very important, the targeting. For us as humanitarian, it's essential that we target the right people, and this sometimes is an issue when you work with national systems. Because governments sometimes they have their own agenda, so it's very important that we keep the impartiality and the principles. So in natural disasters is less complex, but we are as well working with DEFCO very closely in cases of forced displacement and fragility. And when we think of countries in conflict like Syria, we see, or Iraq. Iraq is a country where they have very strong social protection systems, and now we need to reactivate them. But it's essential that it's not seen by the population as benefiting only one group of the population. So we need to make sure that they are inclusive, and they include from Christians to Sunnis or Shias. So this is from a development perspective. This program started in one district, and now it has been expanded to the whole country, and I think it's very good, but we are working with quotas. So maybe in the capital, the 10% is reaching people that they are not as vulnerable as in other areas that they've been affected by drought, by other situations, that there are districts that they are where people are more vulnerable. So this is very important that we work with that. The idea is to have universal social protection, a system that covers everybody and through the whole life cycle, even when you lose your job, like we have here in Europe. As humanitarians, and I always tell DEFCO, the important thing is to cover the most vulnerable. So for that you need economic criteria, and you need to go into as well ways to know how to support the most vulnerable, those that they don't have a job, families with more than X children. So we have a number of indicators that could help us to identify the most vulnerable.